Today we're going to be talking about chickpeas. You know, that humble legume that's been around for centuries. And there's a very good reason it's been on the menu for all these years. So let's dive in and check out these Fabaceae, or these fabulous legumes. So why grow chickpeas? Why eat chickpeas? And how does this relate to climate change? Well, these clever little plants actually help restore depleted soils and are powerful nitrogen-fixing legumes. Their deep root system plays an important role in stabilizing soils, thus reducing erosion. They require very little amendments or extra fertilizers added into the soil, and they are a dry land agricultural crop. That means they like really hot, dry weather. And in our ever-changing environment, where we're seeing more conditions like that, chickpeas are a viable new resource in Canada. To add to this, they don't require much extra added water, and the plant even has a natural insecticide in its leaves, which means it's another great alternative to add into a current crop rotation. So they're also a main ingredient in hummus, which is a dip made from chickpeas, tahini, which is ground up sesame seeds, olive oil, lemon juice, salt, and garlic. You can buy hummus, of course, pre-made in the store, but you need to be careful of the amount of salt that you put into it and any other preservatives. And of course, making something at home, knowing where all your ingredients come from, is the most healthy alternative. Another really easy thing to make with chickpeas are roasted chickpeas. So we're going to show you today how to make both an easy hummus and some roasted chickpeas. So let's make some hummus together. First, you're going to need a lemon. Make sure that you wash it off. We're going to have it and then squeeze the juice of half a lemon. You can also use a fork to get out all the juice on the inside, or one of those fancy things. We're going to need tahini. We're also going to need some garlic. Make sure it's nice and chopped, but if you don't chop it, it's not the end of the world. Just make sure you remove the paper. We'll need 1 can of chickpeas, and we're going to drain off the liquid, which is called aqua faba, or bean water. And this is quite a versatile thing, but we'll get into that later. But we need 80 milliliters of aquafaba. Then you're going to rinse your chickpeas. For the most part, the skins of the chickpeas are going to already be off, but I find that if you do have some skins, try and rinse them out a little bit more, and you'll have a more creamy hummus. So here's the easy part. Pour everything into a blender. If you don't like super spicy garlic, then what you can do is actually blend the lemon juice with the garlic first, so pulse it for about 30 seconds. And the acid in the lemon juice tends to neutralize a lot of that bitterness and spiciness from the garlic, so you'll have more of a mellow, sweet flavor. Then you're going to add in your chickpeas, your tahini, and that's really it. 2 to 3 minutes in your blender. Put it into a bowl, and it's ready to enjoy with some vegetables, some pita chips, whatever you'd like to have with hummus. So let's make some roasted chickpeas. This is actually one of my favorite things to do. Super easy again. You're going to open a single can of chickpeas, rinse it off really well, pat them dry because you don't want any extra liquid. Add a little bit of olive oil, just enough to cover those chickpeas, and then your favorite spices. So I really like chili, salt, and pepper on my chickpeas. I mean, you can also do sweet ones. I've seen people add maple syrup to their chickpeas. But then you're going to just pop these onto a tray, make sure they're in an even layer. Put them in the oven at 450 degrees Fahrenheit for about 10 to 15 minutes, making sure to turn them occasionally so they don't burn. And that's it, roasted chickpeas. You can put these in a jar, save them for 2 to 3 days, and enjoy them as a nice afternoon snack. For more information, visit our website at www.haltonfood.ca. You can always follow us on Instagram at halton.food, Twitter at Halton Food, and Facebook at Halton Food. To learn more about gardening opportunities with Halton Food, be sure to subscribe to our newsletter or email us at grow@haltonfood.ca.